Thanks for staying with us here on News from the State. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Stakeholders in the livestock sector have identified pastoralism and livestock production as critical to food security, economic growth and regional integration across Nigeria and the Lake Chad Basin. This formed the focus of discussions at the second session of the National Orientation Committee of the PASCO project held in Yola, Adamawa State. Jesse Daniel reports.
The livestock sector remains a critical source of livelihood for millions of Nigerians and the Lake Chad region, supporting food production, employment, income generation and cross-border trade. However, insecurity, climate change, shrinking grazing resources and weak market infrastructure continues to threaten the sustainability of pastoral livelihood and food security in the region. To address these challenges, stakeholders from the public and private sector have gathered in Yola for the second session of the National Orientation Committee of the regional project to support pastoralism and livestock marketing, also known as PASCO. The consortium project, implemented by Action Against Hunger, supported by the French Development Agency, is aimed at strengthening livestock value chain, improving market access, and building the resilience of pastoral and agro-pastoral communities across the Lake Chad Basin.
Transborder trade is very important. Nigeria is a coastal country, big market, so most of the livestock comes from our neighboring countries. How are you going to produce more? How are you going to add value to what they do? We need to have proactive, sustainable solutions to our livestock sector.
Officials say the PASCO project would also improve livestock markets and support policies that encourage sustainable pastoral system and economic growth.
Its overreaching ambition is clear: to strengthen the contribution of the livestock sector for sustainable food systems, resilience, livestock livelihood, and inclusive green growth in the Lake Chad Basin. In Nigeria, as in our neighboring countries, pastoral and agro-pastoral communities continue to face a convergence of challenges.
Participants at the meeting reviewed progress made so far and discussed strategies for tackling challenges affecting the livestock sector. JC Daniel, TVC News, Yola.
And Jesse Daniel joins me on the news. Jesse, the livestock sector supports millions of livelihoods across Nigeria and the Lake Chad Basin, as you said. So from the discussions in Yola, how critical is pastoralism today to food security and economic survival in the region?
Well, it's a bright and beautiful day here in the city of Yola. As you can see, everywhere is getting cloudy. And today, as you have rightly said, that the livestock sector contributes significantly to the nation's economy. Particularly, the federal government has actually estimated that the livestock sector contributes about 5.8% to its gross domestic product, GDP. And the livestock sector, that is close to about running into billions of naira. And this livestock sector is not just limited to cow, sheep, poultry, and also piggery, and all of those things together, putting together, they actually contribute significantly to the nation's economy. Now, harnessing this particular livestock sector is a win-win situation. That is to say that it has significant importance and significant impact on security, food production, and also help the pastoralists to be able to become much more self-reliant. So this particular PASCO project and also developing the livestock sector is a win situation currently right now going on within Adamawa. And it was interesting to know that this particular project is a transnational project that's going on in Nigeria, Cameroon, and also the Chad.
Yeah, so talking about this project, it actually involves organizations like Action Against Hunger and support from the French Development Agency. What role are our international development partners playing in addressing Nigeria's livestock and food security challenges?
Now, the international community are coming in now to be able to strengthen the effort that already been made in Nigeria through the National Livestock Ministry of Livestock, and also here in Adamawa State, also where livestock has become one of the major oil.
Yes, Daniel, are you there? I understand we lost connectivity with Jesse Daniel. Jesse Daniel, thank you so much for that update from here. Okay, Jesse Daniel, could you round off on your thought? Because I'm wondering how the conflict between farmers and herders have remained a recurrent concern in Nigeria. How do you think, this particularly in the North Central, how do you think initiatives like PASCO can also help reduce the tensions by promoting more sustainable and better managed pastoral systems?
As you know, you know that insecurity has become a major issue in the Lake Chad region, and also the livestock sector, especially farmer herder crisis. The farmer cannot do without the herder, and the herder cannot do without the farmer. So with this particular project and harnessing this the pastoralism, it's providing an ecosystem where livestock can be able to be produced in a very close area and providing them with all the needed facility for them to be able to thrive. It's a sector that has been most times regarded as an informal sector, but right now the federal government of Nigeria are harnessing this particular sector to bring it on stream, to be able to tap into its potential and contribute significantly in security, economic growth, and also bring about reliance and also job creation within this ecosystem.
That's right. Jesse Daniel, thank you.